Let a and b be the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 3x minus 1 equals 0. Pn is equals to a power n plus b power n for n greater than equals to 0. And for n greater than equals to 2, they are asking you the value of Pn out of the options. Now, when we look at the quadratic equation and there are two roots mentioned over here, a and b, I can very easily figure out a plus b will be equals to what? Minus of 3. And what is a multiplied by b? That is the product of the roots, that's going to be equals to minus of 1. Now, this value over here is defined for n greater than equals to 0. Let me take that value p0 first. P0 turns out to be a to the power of 0 plus b to the power of 0. A power 0 is 1, b power 0 is 1. So this will give you what? 2. Now what is P1? P1 will turn out to be a power 1 plus b power 1, which is same as a plus b, and a plus b value we already know, which is minus 3. Now I can't check any of the options at the moment because the options are defined only for n greater than equals to 2. So I will have to first figure out P2 and then check from the options. If I look at P2, it is going to be a square plus b square. And to find the value of a square plus b square, we will use a plus b square formula. A plus b whole square minus of 2ab will give you what? A square plus b square. Now a plus b whole square is going to be what? A plus b is minus 3. Minus 3 square is what you are going to do over here. And then what? Minus of 2 times of ab, which is minus 1. So if you look at this, you will realize it is 11. Right? So now check from the options which option is giving you 11 for n equals 2. So I'm putting n equals 2 in the options. Your first option turns out to be minus of 3 times of P1 plus of P0. P1 was what? Minus 3. So this will give me 9, and P0 was 2. This is giving me 11. So there is a possibility that option A can be the answer. Look at option B at n equals to 2. It is going to give me 3 times of P1 and 3 times of and minus of P0. So of course that will not give me the answer. Why? Because this is just negative of what we had done previously, right? So that will give me a minus 11. So option B is definitely not my answer. Option C, if you look at it, minus of Pn minus 1. So put n as it's 2 over there. You will get what? You will get minus of P2 minus of P1 plus of 3P0. Is this giving me the value? Minus of P1 will turn out to be equals to positive 3. 3 times of P0 will turn out to be equals to 6, which is giving me 9. Of course, option C is also not the answer. Option D, if you look at this, if you put n as 2, it will give you a P1 over here plus 3 times of P0. Is this giving me the value? P1 is turning out to be minus 3 plus 3 times of P0, which is turning out to be 2. No, this is also not giving me 11 as the value. So option D is also not the answer. We have to evaluate option A once again just to make sure that that's my answer. So what will I have to do? I'll have to look at P3. If I look at P3, it will turn out to be a cube plus b cube. Now a cube plus b cube, once again we can find out with the help of formula of a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube, if you do, that will give you what? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b, right? So you need to remove that 3ab a plus b. So minus of 3ab a plus b is what we will do over here in order to get the value of a cube plus b cube. A plus b is what? Minus 3. Minus 3 cube is minus 27. Minus of 3 times of ab, which is minus 1, and a plus b, which is minus 3. What is the value that we get over here? Minus 27. This will still yield a minus 9, and this will give me a minus 36. Let's see if my first option give me minus 36 or not. So if you put n as 3 in your first option, what is it going to give you? Minus of 3 times of P2 plus a P1. Minus of 3 times of P2. P2 was 11 and P1 was minus 3, right? If you look at this, this is minus 33, minus 3, this is giving you minus 36. That confirms that option A will be the correct answer. Now, in order to do this question, with the help of proper formulas, you will have to remember a formula which is not advisable for any of the aptitude paper. That is why I went by the options to conclude this question.